Spencer Hamann, here with Classic Violins, to talk to you today a little bit about violin bridges. The bridge is a very important part of the violin, not only in sound production, but also in playability. We get a lot of people that bring instruments into our shop that have bridges that are warped. Instead of being straight up and down, like so, they're actually somewhat tilted sideways. While this can be corrected, sometimes it requires a whole new bridge being cut. However, there's a simple trick that you can do by yourself to prevent your bridge from warping. First, let me show you what I mean by a warped bridge. To demonstrate what a flat bridge looks like, a good straight bridge, I have along a hand plane, which has a good flat surface. This is a bridge that is correctly shaped and nice and straight. If I put it flat up against the hand plane, you can see there is very little gap on this side, and the bridge looks nice and straight. If I compare that to a bridge which is not straight, which has been warped, if I put this against the hand plane, you can see that it can actually rock, and there is a big gap here. This bridge is warped because the strings have been pulling it toward the peg box. This is an instrument where the bridge is not completely straight and on up and down. I can show this by using a ruler, placing it on the top, and looking against the bridge. If the bridge was straight, it should be almost at a 90-degree angle to the top. The reason the bridge comes out of straight is because as you tune, the force of the strings being pulled this way across the bridge actually will pull the bridge over. If left too long, it will cause the bridge not only to bend, as we can see in this picture, but actually to warp, to curve and to bend. Now that we know what a warped violin bridge looks like, I'll show you how you can take care of correcting that warp yourself. To straighten up the bridge itself, one has to simply pull it the other way of the direction it's being pulled by the strings. To do this, I actually sit the instrument between my knees, kind of like a cello, and using each hand, put the index fingers behind the bridge and the thumbs on the front, fingerboard side. Then very, very gently, I will apply a little bit of force to the front of the bridge using my thumbs, countering that force with my index fingers at the back. I will do little motions, just slight bits at a time, and measure with my rule to see that it's straight. I can see that it needs to go a little bit further, and maybe a little bit further still. Now the bridge is almost straight up and down at a right angle to the top of the instrument. There will be a little bit of gap, which you can see, between the top of the bridge and perfect 90 degrees, but that is normal and to be expected. I hope you found this information today helpful. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or stop by, and we'll be happy to assist you in person. Thank you very much!